What's up guys, Intellitech Mobile here, and I am a relatively big fan of the video game Pac-Man, specifically Ms. Pac-Man. And I'm a big fan of these old school, as my dog shakes, I'm a big fan of these old school Jakks specific Namco plug-and-plays. There's a ton of different versions of these, and I collect them in fact. There's actually a couple that I'm missing that I do know I own, but I just don't know where they are right now. But for this video I gathered a few. So here's two Ms. Pac-Man plug-and-plays, including a wireless one, and then here's the two Pac-Man plug-and-plays that I have since found. These are all by Jakks specific, but there is also a version of this plug-and-play that's currently available that's in the shape of Pac-Man that's made by Namco themselves, and that specific joystick just has Pac-Man 256 instead of pole position. I'll do a video on that plug-and-play if I find it. I know it's around here somewhere in my cluttered house. I will find it. But point is, I bought two more plug-and-plays to add to the collection. One that's a Pac-Man variant, one that's a Ms. Pac-Man variant. And we're going to open at least one of those in this video. Even though I'm already filming this, I don't know if I'm going to open both in this video or just one and then another one in another video. I think I'll do them separately. So we'll start off with the Pac-Man one, and it's one that I've been looking for years, and it is referred to often as the Arcade Gold featuring Pac-Man. And it was sold very briefly and is kind of rare. Now, there was a time when these plug-and-plays were, for some reason, shot up in price, and I kind of ignored collecting these for a few years, and then I recently started getting back into them when I realized they've come down in price. On eBay, you'll still expect to spend about 30 bucks for a lot of these, but still. So on this one, I actually got for very cheap. This one, I sent an offer to the seller for $9 plus shipping, and they actually surprisingly accepted the offer. I think it was listed for, I want to say, $15. So that is good. And basically, after shipping and everything, this ended up being $16, which is a fantastic Volbeat song. So we're going to cut this open and not show that little sticker that these eBay sellers always put on the box. Actually, no, that's probably UPS doing that. So remove that sticker so I accidentally dox myself. And we'll go ahead and open this up. And this appears this was in a Walmart bag, or Walmart box I should say, with some paper. So we're going to open this up. I assume the plug and play is in here. That's about it. Wrapped up in this. Just some paper, nothing crazy. I wonder if I can just slide this out without even doing this. Wow, okay. So this is the Arcade Gold featuring Pac-Man, and I've never held this model before. And good, it does include the bottom. There wasn't a picture of the bottom, so I wasn't sure if it had a battery terminal or not. Shipped without batteries, so that's good. Interesting. So it's a bit of a different design than all the other ones. Honestly, I can see why this one was short-lived because it's quite uncomfortable. But putting it on a table or something, it's not bad. It's got one fire button. I believe this one has 8 games on it, and at some point in the future, I will do a capture of this, and we'll explore this later on. We'll do a full review of it. But in the meantime, this is just the unboxing of it. Probably the best design in terms of graphics, as this one actually has a little Pac-Man graphic with the ghosts and the plug it in and play TV games logo of the era. This one is, of course, going to be copyright 2007. Yep, copyright 2007, Jakks specific. So, yeah, very nice. So this is the version that came between this model and this model. So this model came out in 2006. This is the Super Pac-Man plug and play. This is the first joystick to feature different versions of Pac-Man on one plug-and-play. So this one featured Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Super Pac-Man, and Pac-and-Pal. This one features 8 games, which I don't remember the exact games off the top of my head, but it's some sort of mix between the games on the Ms. Pac-Man plug-and-play and the original Pac-Man plug-and-play, which I don't have right here, but that's the one that's the most common. So it's a mix of those two. And then this one is the later one, and this one's incredibly popular. These two were not very popular, not very common. You don't see these very often. But the standard Ms. Pac-Man one, then the standard Pac-Man one, as well as the new Pac-Man one, these are super common. You'll still see these all over the place, which is really nice because these are quite nice. This one, of course, is by most metrics is going to be considered the best because it has the most games on it. It has 12 games. This one has 8, this has 4, this has 5, and this wireless one has 7. And in fact, the next video I will unbox the rare version of this blue one that actually has the games from the wireless one. And that one's a blue one with the extra 2 games from this, the ability to save high scores, which not all of these had, and it has a silver top instead of blue. You can tell this one's a bit dusty. But yeah. And this one's actually the very original release. It doesn't even advertise the twist control knob. This one does. So, again, I will do reviews on all of these, in fact, because of how much I particularly enjoy these. But for now, I'm just unboxing this little arcade gold featuring Pac-Man joystick. I'm trying to remember what games this had. It has 8 games, so if I remember correctly, I think it has the games from the Super Pac-Man 1 and the games from the original Pac-Man 1. But I think instead of Rally X, it has New Rally X. I think that's right. So if that's correct, then I believe this has... You know what? I'm just going to look it up because I don't want to get it wrong. But it doesn't matter because there's no real reason to buy any of these today, because of course emulators and all that stuff exist, and there's a current version of all of these that's made by Namco that's in the shape of Pac-Man. Although I actually don't like that one. I actually don't like that one as much as this, because this one has a better joystick and better buttons, whereas the Namco edition ironically has cheaper buttons than the Jakks specific one, which is kind of strange. These are all made by Jakks Pacific. Anyone remember Jakks Pacific? They were, from what I can tell, they were most well known for these plug-and-plays. They made Atari. I even have an Atari one. There's all sorts of different ones. There's an Activision one. There's different ones for different games like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, etc. But the Pac-Man ones, of course, are my favorite. Or the Namco ones is technically the proper name for these. But yeah, so Arcade Gold featuring Pac-Man. I've never seen a YouTube video on this exact joystick. So, until now that is, of course. Then I will do a full review on this, along with all of these other joysticks, assuming these still work, which they should. I took the batteries out of all of them, so hopefully they should still work, despite sitting unused for many years at this point. But yeah, so that's that. Anyways, this is Intellitech Mobile signing out with just a super quick unboxing video and a little overview of my Jakks Pacific Pac-Man plug-and-plays. I think I just scratched my coffee table. Probably because this door wasn't on all the way. Oh, yeah, and that just broke. Anyways, have a good one. Peace. This didn't break. These are supposed to come. This one's supposed to come apart. That's why it's wireless. Anyways, peace.